We are live. Hello, what's going on? This is Crypto Dynasty. I hope everyone have a great day. Uh, Today, I want to discuss the sixth uh, standard or requirement Binance CEO CZ proposed, and I'm gonna read the sixth standard and Binance website, and I'll give my insight and my opinion regarding those standard. So I will start right away. So don't forget to click the like button and the share button and subscribe. So let's dive on the article. Okay, so that's the article. Six commitment for LT Central Exchange by Binance. So a few weeks ago, I published the guiding principle behind my style of management to answer questions about how to run Binance. I also recently mentioned that I will be working with partners to create an industry recovery fund to support otherwise LT business that have been unfairly impacted by FTX apparent fraud. More to come on that soon. In light of what happened last week, I felt compelled to expand up to this principle with six most important requirements that Binance and every other centralized exchange should adopt in order to ensure trust our user. We cannot let few bad actors sully the reputation of this industry when it's still in its infancy. Our role, first and foremost, must be to protect user. User funds must never be mismanaged, and all users must be maintained to keep user funds secure. Exchange operations should be transparent, and we know Binance must be led by example. Here are six principles that help to keep centralized exchange safe and secure for users. We encourage our peer and industry to commit to doing the same and are eager to have the dialogue with industry, regulator, and the community. So the first point is be risk averse with user fund. User fund must never be trade or invested. We must provide risk warning proactively for users so they understand the volatility across crypto. Second point, never use native token as collateral. Native token are exchange tokens that are created by the company that run the exchange. Native tokens play an integral role in the running of blockchain and ensure the strong foundation for blockchain. An LT native token is the lifeblood of successful blockchain. Users need to be able to confidently depend on the native token they are choosing blockchain rely on. They also need to be widespread utility. An example is BNB Chain, which is a community-driven, decentralized, censorship-resistant blockchain powered by BNB. Liquidity BNB auto-burn system continues to constantly reduce its total supply to 100 million BNB, done to provide greater transparency and predictability by adjusting the amount of BNB to be burned based on BNB price and number of blocks generated on BNB Smart Chain. Utility developed exciting data and range of different vertical games, social, and decentralized applications. Third point is share life proof of asset. As part of Binance's ongoing commitment to transparency and fostering trust in the ecosystem, we have begun sharing details of the key hot and cold wallet address. This starting point while we work to create Merkle Tree proof of fund that we'll share with the community in the next few weeks. Our objective is to allow user or platform to make informed decisions that are aligned with their financial goal. Our industry have been provided this transparency already, and we commend them for that effort. Now we call the ONC to do the same to ensure we can demonstrate that the feedback output do not represent this industry. The fourth point is keep strong reserve. We established to the SAFU fund to cover strength circumstances. There are about 1 billion in the fund. Other organizations should commit to do something similar. The fifth point is avoid excessive leverage. It's unwise to take a debt to fund growth. There's simply too much volatility in crypto. That's why Binance capital structure is debt free. We call on industry partner to be equally fiscally conservative. The sixth and last point is strengthen and enforce security protocol. Due to the fast evolving nature of industry and project protocol, there a need for industry to form a better coalition to agree on standard for the quality of security measure for exchange and project. Strong partnership with the law enforcement is required to support investigation and recovery of stolen funds. We need better incubation program to keep new product with appropriate security measures. To ensure greater clarity of the complex flow of assets across the blockchain, we have to be prepared to make an investment on chain analysis to fix weakness and existing model. We must address them to ensure transparency. All exchange should be have a strict KYC and a measure in place. We call out their centralized exchange to adopt this proposal because we all have responsibility to the people that decide to invest their hard-earned money with us. This is on us. Is on us to prove regulator and their community that the few bad actors are not emblematic in the industry. I'm of course open to discussion on this principle and welcome input from across industry. Feel free to reach out with me on Twitter. So that was the point. So let me show you his Twitter. You can contact CZ and post a tweet. So let me show his Twitter account. Okay, let's go there. The CZ of Binance, the CEO of Binance. And that's one Twitter account I suggest everyone to one of Twitter account I suggest everyone to follow. Okay, regarding the first point, the first argument, uh, that's the investor fund and they trust you. So to secure their asset and to also protect your reputation, you cannot use the client fund. And furthermore, the client is trusting you, and you need to be honest and have integrity. I understand is there some risk on both sides for the customer, and also if you decide to invest, is there some risk? Is there nothing guaranteed? Now, for the second point, it's common sense. If you use uh, the investor fund, especially the retail investor, and you use their the fund or the nat- especially the native token as a collateral. Yes, the native token, especially the native token. If something go wrong with your investment, because basically you put in as a guarantee or as a collateral the native token and to get a loan and to make an investment. But if the investments go wrong, uh, they will grab or take your native token, and that will create a chain reaction that will create more volatility for the token and for the platform, and that may create a chain reaction depending of the volume of the tokens in the market. So that's something the CFI or Central Exchange Finance Platform need to be aware, and they have to take a good financial practice and be careful about that. And either they don't do that, or they may use on a small percentage of their native token as collateral. But the best thing to do is not to do it. But if you do it for a small percentage, that's not so bad. But the problem with FTX, they use a large portion of their native token. So um, for the he was talking about the proof of reserve. That's a good start, uh, but I believe that's not enough. People need to know what's your proof of liability, basically to know how much you owe. Therefore, they can make a better financial decision if you decide to invest in your company or to buy token in your native token. Of course, investor can go on your platform and buy token, but you need to be smart about it. You take the token you want and you move, you transfer it in your DeFi wallet or your cold storage. So people need to be smart about it. And the next point, the fourth point regarding next point, it's a good practice to have a safety net, so to have a fund, because we know stock market, and especially the crypto market, is it right now is a crypto winter, and we know the market is a cycle. Is there some storm? Or is there some economic winter, or in that case, crypto winter? And that may last for another 18 months before it start to get back in their feet and have a growth. At least 18 months, probably 2 year. And it's good to have a fund, because even though for when you have a good project, it take time to implement your feature, and now we need to be honest, people. The trust in crypto with the latest crisis with FTX, and before that the Celsius and also Terra Luna, the trust is not at the highest. Is some people are shaken, or they don't really trust crypto, even though we know there's a future and crypto is at its infancy. That's a young technology and young digital currency. We know it's is there some growing pain, and is there a learning curve for everyone? But we know in the long run, crypto will be the future. We know that, and sure, every central centralized platform need to have a safety net emergency fund. And also, when I say a centralized exchange, I also uh, include the any corporation and developing a crypto project. You need to have some fund because um, because even though you have people that buy in your token or you have a different marketing campaign to have new investor, you need to have an emergency fund or a saving fund for to last before you get a massive influx of cash. So that's just common sense. Okay, the fifth point, what I want to say, the proof of reserve is good thing, but for people to have more confidence and trust um, the CFI platform or any crypto project, we they need to contact audit firm to audit the project, the business model, the financial report, and so on. You need to know also the level of debt, the proof of liability, the business practice. Basically, you need to make sure to legit, and this way that would reinsure the investor and any stockholder and anyone is interested to invest in the project or the CFI platform. So that's just common sense and good practice. And finally, for the last point, I always believe the leader of the industry before the crypto regulation, before is there some crypto regulation set up by some agency like the SEC or others. They need to have some meeting and to come with an agreement to set up some norm such as ISO 2000, 8000, or IEEE. Those standards will define the good practice, either regarding security, regarding financial report, financial practice, um, their business model, the user case, um, to proper vet any new token and project, uh, and to set up some guideline for their business practice and also for the different project they are willing to list on their platform, and also how to will interact between the different CFI platform. So that's something I suggest. I personally contact CZ and I made a suggestion a few months ago, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. So hopefully CZ and other will implement some standard and some norm. And the 6 point he suggest that's a good start, and hopefully the industry will implement that as quick as possible, and also One more thing I think they need to do, they need to implement circuit breaker or for preventing from the big whale to or do pump and dump, because right now there's no regulation and you can do that in crypto universe, and that create a lot of market volatility. They cannot do that officially in stock market, but in crypto they can do that. And to limit the pump and dump technique and the volatility, um, they need to put circuit breaker. Example, if a big whale is buying 20% of one token, such as Ethereum or Bitcoin or Shiba Inu, if you decide to sell 20%, they need to, for maybe 48 hours, froze the transaction or limit transaction, or this way that will maintain the price, because a lot of people seem to have bad reaction when those things happen, and they become panic seller that create a chain reaction, and that's not good. Another thing they suggest, they may also uh, they may also implement a tax, a form of tax or fee, or maybe a fee if you sell uh, more than 50% of your token with one transaction, and let's say on on 1 month, well, I mean, a period of 3 days, you sell more than 50% of your asset, you pay a different fee. So my point is basically you can sell 50% of your asset, but if you say you sell it in 30 days, 32 days, you will pay the regular fee. But if you sell in less than 3 days, 50% of your asset, you will pay maybe the three times the regular fee. So that's just one example. So that's those mechanics are circuit breaker that will stop or slow down the chain reaction and the effect of the causal effect that create panic selling when you see a big whale selling. So that will reduce the, the volatility on the market. So uh, those two, that latest mechanism, I will send a post to CZ. So hopefully you'll respond to my suggestion. So I mean, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can give my insight and my experience and my analysis on what's going on in the market. Uh, I always suggest people to do their research. Um, like they say, trust and verify. So do your own research and learn about the market. And the best thing to do also, keep most of your token in DeFi wallet and cold storage for security reason, because a lot of time the last few weeks some people lose their token to left on the CFI platform. So You may keep 5 to 10% at C5 platform, but make sure you put the vast majority of your token or coin in your DeFi wallet or your cold storage, your hardware wallet. So if you have any question, feel free to ask me any question, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button, the like button, and share this video. And have a great day. Bye bye.